First, you have to understand what is ratio. Suppose your height is 5 feet and your friend's height is 6 feet. The ratio of your heights is 5:6. This is the ratio. This is called ratio. Okay. This first number is called antecedent. Antecedent. And this second number is called consequent. So this is antecedent, this is consequent. Okay. So we understood antecedent and consequent. Now we will understand what is inverse ratio. Again, I am taking that ratio 5:6. If the question is to find out what is the inverse ratio of 5:6, then what is the inverse ratio? Inverse ratio will be 6:5. That means inverse of these two numbers. Okay. Now we will understand what is compound ratio. Suppose two ratios are given, 5:6 and another is 3:2, suppose. Then what will be the compound ratio of these two ratios? Antecedent into antecedent is to consequent into consequent. So 15:12. So this is equal to 5:4. So 5:4 is the compound ratio of these two ratios. Okay. Now we will understand duplicate ratio. What is duplicate ratio? The given ratio is 5:6. What will be the duplicate ratio? Duplicate ratio equal to 5 square is to 6 square. So 25:36 is the duplicate ratio of this ratio. Now triplicate ratio. Triplicate ratio. Triplicate. So triplicate is simple. You have to just find the cube of these two numbers. 125:216. So this is the triplicate ratio of 5:6. Now subduplicate ratio. What is subduplicate ratio? Subduplicate ratio is just have to find out the square root of these two numbers. This is subduplicate ratio. If it is subtriplicate ratio, triplicate ratio, then similarly you have to find the cube root of these two numbers. Only find the cube root of these two numbers, and this is subtriplicate ratio. Now if the question is to find out, suppose it is given two numbers are given, suppose it is 2 and 5, and the question is to find out the mean proportion of these two numbers. Mean proportion. Mean proportion means which number will come in between these two numbers. Okay. So let the number be x. So 2 by x, or you can say 2:x dot x is to 5. So this is 2 by x equal to x by 5, implies 10:x square, implies x equal to root over 10. So root over 10 is the mean proportion of these two numbers. And in shortcut, you can simply find the mean proportion by finding the square root of the product of these two numbers. Okay, simply. If the question is to find out what will be the third proportion, what will be the third proportion of these two numbers? Third proportion means we have to take x at the third position. So again 2:5 dot then 5:x, which implies 2 by 5 equal to 5 by x, implies 2x equal to 25, implies x equal to 25 by 2. 25 by 2 is the third proportion of these two numbers. Now if three numbers are given, suppose 2, 4, 6, okay, and you have to find out the fourth proportion. You have to find out the fourth proportion. Then how we can find it out? 2:4 dot 6:x, implies 2 by 4 equal to 6 by x, implies 2x equal to 24, implies x equal to 12. So the value of x is 12. Hence the fourth proportion is 12. So in this video we understood many things. First we understood antecedent, consequent, then we understood inverse ratio, then we understood compound ratio, then we understood duplicate ratio, then we understood triplicate ratio, then subduplicate ratio, subtriplicate ratio, okay, then mean proportion, third proportion and fourth proportion. Okay friends, in class 2 I will teach you more on ratio and proportion. So till then, goodbye.